It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks so much for welcoming us into your home or into your business, especially during these very challenging times. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to stream, whether we're on your iPad right now or we're on your smart device, or maybe right now we're streaming on your big screen TV. Here's the cool part. My promise to you is that this time we have together will be a good use of your time, and you'll get the sales strategy, the sales messages, the sales positionings, and the sales system that you need in your business in order to take the sales department to a level you didn't even believe was possible. So every morning we start off with a case study because it supports one of our philosophies. One of our philosophies is success leaves clues. While it's not a new idea, you would likely agree with me as you're listening right now that success does leave footprints, and if someone else has done it, so can you. So we take a look at a business case, we look at what the CEO was challenged with, how they was able to change their sales strategies, and you can take those best practices and apply them inside your business as well. So let's get started. So Holly Thaggard faced a big problem in 2010. Her business Supergoop aimed at selling sunscreen to schools. Well, it wasn't doing so good. And at a Thanksgiving dinner with her family, she let them know, hey, look, I need $25,000 to enter into a product trade show because she wanted to pitch her product at a product trade show. The fee was $25,000 to get in. Here's the problem to attend that trade show in New York. Holly didn't have $25,000. In fact, her business was only doing $45,000 for a year. So obviously, it was an impossible task. But Holly took a gamble. Her dad heard her, and her dad said, you know what? Let's do it. He left her a check for $25,000, and he told her this note: go get your elephant, honey. Now, Holly went to that trade show. The show didn't immediately change her business, but the support from her family did. Now, here's why. Did you know that sunscreen sales in the United States are projected to reach $2.1 billion this year alone? This makes it a growing market. Yet it was a tough journey for Supergoop. Maybe you've reached this as a business owner, competing with brands like Copperstone and Banana Boat. I mean, think about it. Sunscreen had been around for a long time. It wasn't a new idea. But here's what she decided. You know what? I got to look at my sales strategy. Now, she didn't say those words, but she did adjust her sales strategy. There were some challenges getting into the schools. There were some regulation changes that were taking place. And think about in your own business, how sometimes you got to slow down in order to speed up. So Holly started attending more trade shows, but her sales focus changed. Her sales message changed for Supergoop. What she said was, you know what? I'm okay with getting into small stores. I'm looking for collaborations. I'm looking for partnerships. In fact, I'm going to put my phone number on the back of the sunscreen product so people can call me when there's a question or if they have a concern. And you know what? She got a call. Now, it's a crazy idea. You know who that call came from? Sephora, which led them to stocking her product. Whoa, that's a pretty big deal. And by taking risks, such as she took the money she was making as part of her sales strategy and said, I've got to change my sales message. She ended up hiring a publicist with the money she had and said, help me with my messaging, help me with my sales positioning. Because she didn't just have those skills, the sales department needed the messaging. So Holly's products started getting featured. And as a result, both Sephora and Nordstrom both put her on the shelf. Now, this was a huge success. This is what she needed. This is how she got to where she is now as a $20 million company. What's the big takeaway for you? One of the things that we can learn from Holly is that it's okay to be flexible with your sales strategy. It's okay to be flexible with the sales positioning of your product. If you have to pivot or make adjustments to meet the market demands, hey, it's okay to do that. Okay, now I know you know that intellectually, but sometimes, when the sales department stays exactly where it is and it stays stagnant, there is no momentum, it's really hard. And one of the things that Holly did that I would recommend is she doubled down on building relationships, looking for partnerships, and understanding that collaboration crushes competition. It's one of our 12 rules for life. When you do that, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, and welcome to this very special time that we are in history. Every morning, we get started, and we appreciate your time so much, with our mantra. And our mantra is focus on sales. Now, I know that's not going to be an idea that gets you blown away. I realize you're not going to say, oh my gosh, that is so cool. No, but it is. Focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. You see, our belief is if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. So repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. There is a big why, though. And the why is that sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the point you want to make, Shay? What's the point? The point is selling a serious business. Selling, at the end of the day, is very serious business, and is the big chain inside of your business that generates the revenue that you need to execute all the visions you have for the people you were called to serve. Now, on the other side, we also have a pledge. And our pledge to the sales department is learn, earn, and return. And go ahead and repeat this after me. I know it sounds silly, but follow me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now, as you're having this sales huddle meeting this morning, we're going to take a look at our objectives. And maybe you have these objectives every single day in your sales department as well, but objectives are threefold. Number one, the reason we have this every single morning, repetition is important, but it's about looking at the sales progress. How are we progressing? What steps are we taking? Number two, addressing any hurdles that are out there. What are the roadblocks that take place? And number three, understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must take in order to understand and get to that next level. Sales pillar number one, you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. So take a look at your sales department right now. Take a look at your one-page CEO sales plan. If you don't have that, let's get that done. Number two, understand the sales cycle. Number three, the sales message. Number four, the CEO sales dashboard. We're going to spend an entire segment on that in a moment. And number five, building your 7-figure sales team. Now, for those folks that are tuning in and we get a chance to hang out with you, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do me a favor, look right below the video, because you can see me, but I can't see you. And boy, would I love to connect with you, learn more about you and your business. When you look below the video, put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. That's just the bat signal you're in the conversation, by the way. And maybe some of you do it every single morning, and that's amazing. Or as you're listening right now, if you're watching the replay, you couldn't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're here every morning. So you go ahead and you put hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. We still appreciate you. Thanks for being in the conversation. Thanks for being here. Man, do we appreciate that as well. And then for the other folks that are tuning in, by the way, that are here and you can't connect with me there, let's connect over online. You can go to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown. Some of you are listening to the podcast. Some of you are watching it on Roku. Some of you right now are streaming right now on Apple TV or YouTube Live. Wherever you are, you're on a platform. It's a great time for you and I to connect, because the question that comes up often, it's a very reasonable question, is what is the CEO Sales Huddle? And CEO Sales Huddle is a place that CEOs come to understand how to sell more faster. Now, we understand you know how to sell faster. We understand you already know how to sell. How do I do it faster? How do I do it easier? How do I apply new methods, new sales strategies, and new techniques to help me get to another level? Because I have a big why. And my why is it's all about sales growth. It's all about sales accountability, and it's all about consistency. And when you're in this conversation, we do it for 15 minutes a day, each day online. So you can join us for 15 minutes a day. And in this 15 minutes a day, we're focused on the one area of your department that makes the greatest difference, and that is sales. Why 15 minutes a day? Great question. It's a reasonable question at a reasonable time. And the reason it's 15 minutes a day is you think about it. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So you take the whole day. You say, well, what percentage of my time do I want to take on reviewing the one department that generates revenue? How much of my time each day do I want to take a look at assessing what's working, what's not working, and where the adjustments are? What percent of my time do I want to slow down before I speed up? So I said, well, 1% of the day, that's probably the bare minimum, but it's a good start. And if you do that consistently, man, what a change does it make in the business? And we have one outcome, and our number one outcome is to generate $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're in this conversation. As a result of being in this conversation, you're an extra $100,000 a month. Over and beyond whatever you earn today. Now, the question always comes up, well, Shay, $100,000. How do I get there? How do I stay there? How do I grow that? For some of you, it's not a big deal. You want to do 10 times that amount. You have a company. I get it. And the way to do that is to measure what you're doing. Now, we have a philosophy. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we had to create something. What we created was a CEO sales dashboard. It didn't exist. What is one place you can go to, take a look at what's going on in your sales department and make the adjustments? Think about that. I mean, it's not a new idea. If you go to the doctor and the doctor says you have to make adjustments on your diet, then what are you going to do? You're going to make those adjustments. So we look at 5 areas: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Only 5 categories. How many? Only 5. And then we even created so that there is an Excel sheet that you can go download. So go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Again, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you do, it's going to look like this. Now, once you pull this up, you can go to the top and you see we got leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Across the top, you can find today's date. So for fun, let's find today's date. And let's go down the column. And let's say you looked at, well, how many leads came in yesterday? Got it, Shay. How many leads were qualified yesterday? How many appointments were set yesterday? You plug in the numbers. You plug in the numbers, right? So what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. I mean, I'm sure you would adopt that philosophy as the CEO of the company. And today I want to look at one category in the time we have, and let's look at deals. Now, let's just say you went here now and you want to see what was going on over the last week in the business. Now, you can go to ceosalesdashboard.com. You can download it, get you everything you need. I mean, this is changing here, by the way. And let's put down how many deals closed yesterday in the sales department. Now, you might have a breakdown. How many deals closed with your product, your number 1 product? How many deals closed with your number 2 product? How many deals closed with your number 3 product? And then after you do that, then let's go look at how many deals were pending. Now, I created a pending category because I said some deals don't close right away. So we have what's called hot, warm, and cold. So a hot lead is, well, someone who didn't close but the next 10 days that you're looking for them to close. Maybe they got to sign the agreement, send you the ACH payment. Maybe you have to have that final phone call. Got it. Makes sense. Got it, Shay. Then there's warm leads, and those are leads you got to get back in the next 10 to 20 days. You believe they're going to close. Now, some of this is, y'all are different industries, so we have to, maybe adjust it accordingly, but how cool is that? And then last, there are deals that said yes, deals that said they were in, and it might be more than 30 days. I call those cold. Now, not cold like, from a lead generation, but just, okay, it could happen, but when I reconnect with them, anything over 20 days, I know that I need to make sure that I rebuild a relationship, rebuild rapport with them. Isn't that kind of cool? You see, the next segment we have is Celebrating Wins. And I love to celebrate wins because it gives an opportunity to understand that powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Question number 1, what are you most proud of in the sales department? Let's celebrate that. Like yesterday, what are you most proud of in the sales department? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department? Like seriously, you take a look at that. What was your biggest accomplishment? Number 3, what do you want to brag about? You're like, man, I just want to brag. I'm really excited, Shay. Like this has been over the top. This is like super amazing. This happened in the sales department. I'm really, really happy. And then we also acknowledge any challenges we have. We know every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So let's take a look at the biggest challenges. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward for the sales department? And number 3, as the CEO, what's the one thing you can do? You make the decision. You allocate the resources. You approve the sales processes. What's the one thing you could do that if you did it, it would move the business forward? Wow. This is your moment. This is your time. My message of the day is solve big problems. My message of the day is solve big problems. My message of the day is solve big problems. When you solve big problems, your business will grow because you solve big problems for many, many people, and it'll take the business to another level. And the times we live in now, this is not a time to play small. This is not a time to slow down. This is not a time to depend on the government to save you. It's not a time to depend on someone's going to come save you. What I want you to be saying right now is the only person coming to save me is me. Like there's no one coming to save me. And so every day as a CEO, you get up and you go out there and say, I'm going to solve some problems. And solving problems to make this world a better place. With that being said, my name, by the way, Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks so much for attending. Thanks for welcoming us into your home. Thanks for being part of this. And I believe for you, your best is still yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. I'm out. Peace. I'll see you on the other side.